Hi, I'm Thomas Anderson. Like many of you, I work with computers. I like the freedom I feel outside the limitations of the real world.
So earlier on this week, something arrived on my Xbox's dashboard saying I could download The Matrix Awakens, an Unreal experience. And I was very interested because I love The Matrix. And now we can find out what it is. And what it is... a tech demo. So yeah, that's what we've got here. It is now official. I guess that's what we can call it. It's official. It's a tech demo. But oh no, this is The Matrix. It's not your standard tech demo. There is some stuff that goes on. It is an experience, as they are saying. And basically, it starts off, there's a little bit of story and stuff like that, and you meet a new character who I believe is in the new Matrix movies as well. And there's a few little jokes and stuff that goes on, and it's basically front loaded with some action, and then all of the kind of more techier, oh, this is nice, isn't this pretty, this is quite cool, stuff is on afterwards. So let's check a look at what happens when you click the Start the Chase button.
People, how do we know what is real?
So by clicking it, you'll then start a movie. Essentially a video with a mix of computer animation and live action filming, where Keanu Reeves and his co-star Carrie-Anne Moss reminisce about what they did and how basically The Matrix was ahead of its time, and they had lots of conversations about faces that could change like your clothes, and how they were some of the first people really pushing the boundaries of these digitalized animated actors. Cue cringe product placement.
It's all supposed to be a little unreal.
And meta jokes about marketing.
Agents are bad, but whatever you do, stay the hell away from marketing.
At this point though, probably about 3 or 4 minutes in, you finally get to take control of some of the action, and this is the only action that is in the game. So the new character, who I have tried but can't seem to find the name for, then spends the rest of the time doing a bit of an on-rail shooter where you just go bang, 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 you pull RT, bang, 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 and that's pretty much it. You go from a handgun, you shoot the wheels, and then finally you go to...
You boys are gonna get a kick out of this!
A really big machine gun, shooting the wheels, and watching really big, epic car crashes and explosions go on. It's completely on rails, and there's not much that you can mess up. I guess you could not push RT. There's some quick time in there as well. It reminded me of some of the shooting elements from Yakuza, but obviously the Yakuza one had a little bit more to go in it. I don't think you can die on this. And then finally the whole thing ends with the Unreal Engine 5 logo. So that's all the action piece, and it is pretty heavy action orientated. The graphics on this are phenomenal. This is a tech demo, and this does do the Unreal Engine justice. Absolutely fantastic. Very, very, very interesting. And you're then kind of dumped in the city itself, where you can walk around the city. As you can see here, you play as this new character as well. You can run, and that is pretty much the extent of what you can do. You can then also kind of go to the drone developer type tool, and you can fly around the city, and in my opinion this is one of the best ways to view the city because it does look gorgeous. There's I think it's over 7,000 buildings actually within it. And the idea of this is you'll be able to pull up like a mini-map, and on that mini-map you'll be able to go to different points in different locations, where you'll then find out something interesting about the demo itself. Like, it might tell you to go and find the highest, tallest building or something down on top of there. There's another point. To do this, I do recommend the fly-in. You can also get into cars on this game, and it's pretty cool to drive. It doesn't feel great. They obviously haven't spent too much time, but it feels good enough. It's not kind of even GTA level of driving, but it's good enough for this tech demo. And the crashes are pretty awesome. It does tell you at some point that all of the crashes that you can do are all kind of individually tailored to that car, so you can see the smashes are great. No two crashes are ever the same. It feels very, very, very realistic. I really enjoyed driving around, and when you drive around at speed as well, seeing the whole city kind of whip past you, it's really exciting. If you are a huge gamer like me, to see what this engine can do, it's like, imagine if I could do more stuff here. Just imagine if I could do something here that isn't just walking around. I want to spend more time in this environment, in this city. Obviously, the main point of this is the tech demo stuff. There is a camera mode that you can use, so you can kind of swing it round and take some interesting photos, but you can see here what I'm doing is messing with the direction of the sun at this point, which is really cool. You can see all of the different interesting lighting effects, so as you move around the city, you can just maneuver it to however it is that you want to see that, which is a beautiful thing, looking absolutely phenomenal. You also have this matrix filter that kind of greens everything up, that you can also turn on and off, and without it does kind of make it look very different. And you can go through different effects to look at textures, to look at the different kind of developer tools, I guess, and how different developers look at things when they're designing it. So you could even walk around in it in this big psychedelic universe if that's really what you want to do. Me personally, I think I preferred having the actual graphics on. You can also control traffic and the people walking around it, so you can have a completely empty, dead city if that's what you want. Kind of reminds you of what happened in 2020, right, when you're walking around our major cities. But this looks almost haunting, to be able to go around from a city that was full of people and then explore this city in this way with just nobody there whatsoever. It's almost spooky. You can also bring the cars, the traffic, the people back in as just the green squares, I guess, which is how the Matrix would read them, or maybe this is how the graphics engine reads everything on purpose. You can't ride a green square. I tried to drive a green square and I couldn't drive a green square. That really disappointed me. I would have loved to have just been a green square driving around. Please add that into this tech demo. That would be outstanding. So as you can see, the parked cars are blue squares, so when you go near it, unfortunately it doesn't allow me to drive it, but you can just flip everything back on and bring everything back to normal, bring the cars back in, bring the traffic back in, just at the flick of a switch, and everything is back as it was. You can have high density, you can have low density, you can have a lot of fun with this, just controlling the way that the city is. This really makes me excited for where people are going with the Unreal graphics engine. I know that Hellblade 2 Senua's Sacrifice is running on this engine as well, so that's going to be incredible. I hope somebody does this style of thing. I know that Epic themselves, who run the Unreal engine, are going to be releasing some of these assets with the next year, I believe, with the release of the Unreal Engine. So that's pretty cool. And hey, why not make a game? Why not make a Matrix game? This has the bones of what could be so fun. Is it worth downloading? I think it's worth downloading if you're into games, just to go through it, just to zoom around the city, have a little bit of fun. I'm currently going around looking for some Easter eggs. There must be some Easter eggs in there. There has to be an Easter egg in amongst these 7,500 buildings that are in this sprawling city. There has to be one or two Easter eggs. Let me know your thoughts on this one down in the comments. And if you're new around here, think about giving me a like, a share, and a subscribe. My review on this, is it worth downloading? For about 10 minutes of fun? 20 minutes? probably. If you're really into graphics, really into messing about with game mechanics, game engines, and just walking through a sprawling city and just seeing where we've come to, it's a must. I have never played something like this before that's an interactive, almost developer tool thing. I found it really interesting. I was probably on it for a good hour and a half this morning, and I'll probably spend a little bit more time on it later on, just looking for those Easter eggs. If anybody knows any Easter eggs, please let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video. Alright guys, in a bit. Peace!